Okay, so you still have your property insurance, a homeowner insurance in front of you, right? The big table that we were looking at. So here's what we're gonna do first. Okay, here's what we're gonna do first. Okay, let's read it and let's see if we could figure it out. It says here, Kwame owns a house in Metro Winnipeg. Okay, I'm gonna highlight Metro Winnipeg because that's important to me when we find out the value in our table. And it says there requires $175,000 worth of home insurance. Okay, I'm gonna circle that or highlight that or underline that because that's important. He chooses a comprehensive insurance. Okay, comprehensive insurance, that's important to us. We're gonna highlight that. And then it says here with $200 deductible. Okay, the $200 deductible, we said, oh, that's gonna actually make my insurance go up by 10% increase. And it says here, calculate his annual insurance premium. Okay, so looking at the table, what information do you have? Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this one in here. Okay, what's the coverage amount? 175,000. Okay, so go down to coverage of 175,000 right here. Yes? And then it says there we want an insurance for Metro Winnipeg comprehensive. Metro Winnipeg comprehensive. What is that value? Okay, so that's this one, and Metro Winnipeg, we're gonna get into the $668. Is everybody okay with that one? That one's pretty easy, right? You just work out the table and find that number. Okay, so that means it's gonna cost, insurance is, how much is it? $668. So $668. This is for Metro Winnipeg, 175,000 comprehensive. Okay. Now, what happens when we have a $200 deductible? What do? We have to put an extra 10%. And how do we do an extra 10%? Timesing it by 1.10. Okay, so this is what you multiply if we want an extra 10%. Timesing it 1.10. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm gonna get $sign. Don't want to forget about that one. $734.80. Oh, hello, morning. Oh, how do I put it on a calculator? You got a different answer. Okay, it's equals 668 times 1.10. Did I make a mistake? Yes. 734.8. Now I have to put a 0 at the end because it's 2 decimal places. Is that okay? Okay, good. So then that's for $200 deductible, extra 10%. The next thing that we gotta do is to put 7% tax. So this amount, 734.80 times, and how do we calculate the 7% tax? Times 1.07. Okay, let's do that one. Times 1.07. This is what I got. Okay, verify my answer. Did you get 786.236? Okay, now I gotta round it off. Okay, so it'd be rounded off to 4. So the final answer is 786 0.24. So the insurance, the annual insurance is $786.24, and that's annually. That means for the whole year. Okay, annual insurance.
Is there always only one tax? Yes.
Yeah.
There's never a GST?
No. Many years ago, like a few years ago, there wasn't a PST on insurance. Yeah, maybe about, no, before it was like no tax at all. Yeah, we don't do this calculation. Yeah, we just stay there. But they changed it, and then they put an extra 7% now for PST. A few years back, I can't remember when it started. Yeah, at least 7 years, maybe 8 years. I'm not sure. Yeah, for sure.
On Edgar's questions, when it says deductible, if it's the higher deductible of 500, so it's still going by 10%?
No. So if it's a $500 deductible, you skip this page. This calculation.
So then you just put,
The PST.
66A take away 500?
No. The word deductible is only used if there is a claim. Okay, remember that fire that I talked to you about this morning in that part? So if,
looking at the next question where it says
oh, okay.
deductible.
Yeah. The deductible is only if there is a claim. So yeah, well, how about we go about that one? Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look. Hello. We're on page 24. We're on page 24. Yeah. So let's take a look at example 7. Let's just jump that. So Jill has applied for a mortgage to purchase a house, which is located in Pine Falls, okay? And they tell you it's area 3. Is that important? Yeah, it's important because that's gonna tell us the area, right? Area 3. That's one of the factors for insurance. Now, the bank approves a mortgage but requires to purchase a house before they release the money. She requires $310,000 of house insurance. Okay, is that important? Okay, because that's a house coverage. We're gonna highlight that or underline that or circle that. And then she selects standard insurance with a deductible of $500. Okay, what's important there?
Standard insurance.
Yeah, that's important that it's the standard insurance and that it's a $500 deductible. Okay, good. So let's take a look at our page on page 20. Okay. So what coverage amount do we need? 310,000. Uh-oh. It only goes up to 200, right? Okay. So it only goes up to 200, so that means we have to buy extra coverage. How much extra do we need? 110,000 more coverage, right? Extra. Okay. So this is the coverage. So which one do we need? It says Area 3.
Standard.
Area 3 standard. Okay, where's Area 3 standard? What is that value? I'm gonna zoom out. Okay, so we're gonna go up to 200, and then Area 3 standard. Okay, not enough. Sorry. Go back up. So up to 200,000, the Area 3 standard. Are you looking at $726? Yeah. Okay, so that's what we need. And then what about for the extra coverage? What are we gonna use?
$3.55.
And then we're gonna use this $3.55 for extra coverage. So far, so good? Yeah, okay, so let's write that down. We're flipping back and forth in here. Okay, so for up to $200,000, $200,000 coverage, how much is the insurance there? $726. Okay. $726. That's one information that we need. And then how much additional do we need?
110,000.
Additional, I'll put for additional $110,000. How much is it gonna cost us? $5 and oh no, $3.55.
Per thousand.
Yeah. It's gonna cost them $3.55 per thousand. Okay? Now, if you forget that per thousand, is there a way for you to remember that? What, okay? Because you're gonna see it in here, right? $3.55, and then if you look over here, per thousand. What does the word per mean? Per means divide. Yeah, divide 1,000. So $3.55 per thousand, so divide by 1,000 times how much? How many thousands do I need? 110,000. Okay, let's calculate that piece. Okay, let's do it together. So 3.55 divided by 1,000 times 110,000. Okay, I got an extra $390.50. Is everybody okay with that one? So far, so good? Okay, so what did we have so far? We've dealt with this one, we've dealt with the 310, we've done, what about the $500 deductible? Okay, now because this is a $500 deductible, it means no extra needed. Okay, so we don't have to put in that extra 10%. Okay, so that's good. We don't have to pay extra. So what's the next thing that we gotta do? We just have to put in the 7% tax. So $390.50 plus 726. It's gonna cost them $1,116.50. Yeah, there you go. $1,116.50. No extra 10% needed. So the next thing that we gotta do is that 7% tax. So $1,116.50 times 1.07. So the total amount is $1,194, and I gotta round it off because I got this amount. I gotta round it off to 66 cents. Yeah. So this is the total amount. So the insurance premium is $1,194.66. That's for the whole year, okay? Not for month, it's for the whole year. Okay, now as you can see here, we don't subtract the $200, we don't subtract the $500 deductible. It's just that tells us that $500 deductible, it will help us figure out, are we paying extra 10% or not paying extra 10%, okay? So that's our answer. Okay, is that good? How do you feel about that? Now, yesterday, we worked on tenant insurance. So I hope that, you know, you tried some of these. If you haven't tried them, go ahead and try them. So these are for tenant insurance. And then you could go back to question 1, question 7, 8, 9, and 10. These are all for a home insurance, homeowner insurance.
So you want us to do that on our own tonight?
Okay, so I mentioned yesterday that instead of having a unit test meaning wait until we're done the whole unit, whole booklet, we're gonna chunk it out, okay? Your test, you're gonna have a test next week, which is on February 18th, that's Tuesday. It's going to be based on lesson 1, 2, 3, and 4 only. Okay. And then we continue on, and then you get the second test on home finance on 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I find that if we wait till the end, it's way too much. So our test is gonna be up to here. This is your first test. Okay? So make sure you get caught up with your practice questions.